Hey everyone, just want to apologize in advance if I start coughing involuntarily just out of nowhere. I've got quite an annoying tickle at the back of my throat, so got my peppermint tea and everything with me, so yeah, apologies if it just does in the middle of a conversation. I cannot control it, so just one of those annoying things. So you'll probably notice we've gone through. I cleared out a lot of that map in Edgewater. I was about to say something else entirely, I don't know why. So I've dumped a whole bunch of stuff here, so this is your endless storage! Hooray! So I got about one of these. So let's stick with the hunting rifle. I've upgraded it, well, when I say upgraded it, I've modded it. That's the more precise wording. I've modded it. Got a nice bit of sight, some extra bigger magazine clips. Let's just say double. God, don't know. I don't know where my brain is right now. So you'll probably notice that all reliable, and you're thinking that's a little unusual name for. It is a light machine gun, I think it is. So I'll tell you where, because we're gonna have. I want to have a chat to Pavati and Max before we set off. Oh, excuse me. Just to get to know them a little bit better, get any information that they didn't previously share with us, so we get to know who we're traveling with. I think that's a very sensible idea. So basically, we went through. I think it was the community center. I believe that was, or yeah, I think that's the right word for the community center. Basically, behind it, where you saw you probably noticed, right behind us like a was like a ridge, a long ridge, just looked like it was a hill, just like a small mountain. Basically, if you go around the back of them, follow the road and turn right and go all the way around, you'll see sort of small gaps that have like I suppose you almost like a hilly entrance, as it were, like a gap which looks like you could just sort of peek through. And if you go into one of those, there'll actually be like a big long valley, and there's a bunch of what was it? There were canids. There was a excuse me. There was a bunch of creatures there anyway, and I'd keep your ammo for it and everything. Just get ready. I mean, if you slow down time, take him out. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but there's a couple of clusters. There's lots of ammo. There's a couple of weapons to choose from. Pick up. There's I think there was even some, Coronas? Yeah, I think Coronas? I'm trying to think. Yeah, Coronas, Slims, or there's just some really weird items. Consumables, basically. So, sorry. That tickles just acting up. So you followed that alleyway. Valley. Not alleyway, valley. And you followed around, and I would, and the easiest way, it's not exactly in the open area, as it were. You'll notice a lot of, I suppose tucked away areas. That's the best way to describe them. Where you see in a valley, if you look in valleys or, alleyways, there's like a tucked in area around the side, around the back corner. It's in one of those, and if you actually, you know, you know, uh, provide with any OCD types, you actually search everywhere because there's lots of things to pick up in all sorts of random places in the valley. And if you actually look inside of one of them in a tucked away area, there's actually a gun called the All Reliable, and it's actually pretty damn good. So I was really surprised to find it. I was thinking, I was looking around the area thinking, oh, it's a nice light machine gun. Excuse me. But no, it's All Reliable, so something a little unique. That was quite interesting. So I switched up some of the. Oh yeah, there's a lot of things I've, yeah, just had stuff. I've actually been, yeah, as you can see, my throat isn't exactly being nice to me. I've just been busy and, yeah, has a lot of things going on. So, and there was the backpack, which is one of the things around the I believe it's in the valley, or there was a couple of extra areas on the map which if you still a lot of marauders, and you actually find it's a attachment mod for you, obviously for your armor you can put on, which gives you extra carrying capacity. So the silver tongue kit's quite good because that helps with your extra dialogue skills and everything, so always rather nice. Bavati source, I've tried to assign weapons to the characters as I think it suits them, and I've done the same for armor, even if it's slightly lesser level. So I mean, you can see the fair difference, but it it looks like the armor that suits her as a character. I mean, I mean, it just, you know, the heavy armor fine for Vigor Max. I mean, he just wants to be a bit macho as he tries to portray himself occasionally. So, and I thought I'd give him the armor, you know, that sort of suits that style, you know. So, Bavari's been more the diplomatic sort of style, and I thought I'd give him the armor. It's very, you know, it shows some authority, but it's not too imposing, if that's the best way to describe it. So, but before we go into any of this, I'm going to access this terminal of ours. Right, any logs for us? Shank rays? Ooh, okay, I'm all over these now. Shrink ray, note to self, remember this later. No, better. Ada, remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Oh, for God's sake. Does fit Ada's personality. Excuse me. Back to my point. I saw in actuality, with my own two eyes, a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells's lab. Just sitting there for the taking. If the grey hair were to look the other way or forget about it, maybe. Or if I asked a smidgen more nicely, not sure about that. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim or I'd lose my temper. After I lost my temper. Well, fair enough, I suppose, for both sides. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. Yeah, that sounds about right with the decency laws. It's not very decent, but I can understand why for pushing science. I had heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science's cutting edge. But I figured that they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells' shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more to the rumors. More to be had. I don't blame him. Hammer power? Did I read that right? Okay. The last time I got sloshed. I mean, I was imbibing at the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. Look, Udon was really free with the drinks. He seems like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on two Mardets yammering on about the mad scientist some years back who claimed he'd made a huge discovery that would change the face of the colony. Like none of us had ever heard of that one before. But here's the good part. The Mardet said the mad scientist kept yelling about the hammer's power, or something similar. A strange weapon with a similar power created by a crazy lab coat. Sure fits the bill. Yeah, I agree. It could be another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. I'd find that a bit of a strange name, to be honest. I mean, Hammer power? Or if there'll be more power hammer, if you know what I mean. Bit of symbolism, you know. You know, like shrink rate, obviously. I mean, let's face it. Black market leads, okay. Why won't Wells just give this shrink rate to me? Blast into the depths of the labyrinth on Tartarus and back. Let the record show I did apologize for shouting down 5 times. But, architect be damned, it's just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. Oh my god, Hawthorne, relax. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission, or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet. And even if it were, he couldn't trust it to someone like me. Well, dude, if you're gonna actually start destroying his equipment, do you really think he's gonna trust you with it? Really, Hawthorne? Oh my god, I know you're tempted. That's a little too far, buddy. What does that even mean? I ask. That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd use it to wipe out the good, hard-working folks of the colony like some sort of moralist psycho? Well, to be fair, when you start destroying just equipment just for the sake of ignorant greed, one has to wonder slightly. I'll admit maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. Right, of course. What's not to respect in that? It speaks for itself, I believe. Exactly. Now, I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I've been tracking down some additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check the black market merchants on Groundbreaker and in Fullbrick. Ooh, okay, so we're definitely got... And we need to go Groundbreaker anyway. So that'll actually be a good thing. But when he says black markets, he just generally mean... it's actually meaning like actual black market out the way tucked in the corner, or is it just stores that if you say the right password turn into a black market dealer? I mean, yeah, that'll be interesting. Right. Go for private messages. Unread, sent, archived. Let's just go unread. Bedford, okay. Udon Bedford, okay. Thank you. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message. Silly me. I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Spacer's Adventures of a Singularity Steel. Okay. It's about a dashing space pirate with the heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly Borg approved, so you don't go showing it around to your space buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Okay, right. Of course they are. I mean, what else would they be? Right, messages for us. From Esper Blade. Oh, that's from the person we get the medicine to. It's just to let you know that I've given out the rest of the you-know-what to you-know-who's. Sorry for the secrecy, you never know who's really reading these things. Well, I can understand that discretion. I appreciate you giving me the time of day. You risked your neck heading into that community center. So it was a community center. I'm grateful, but also appreciate if you never told another soul about our business. I like my job, and I should really like to keep it. Don't worry. Well, who are we going to tell? Possibly aside from Parvati, but yeah. Well, yeah. You won't be hearing it for anyone else, don't worry. Yes, from Kemp. Okay. Oh, Thomas Kemp. Oh, that's the engineer, isn't it? Could be I'm making a fool out of myself for sending you this message. I've been all night poring over these manuals you brought me. There's a good chance I'm pretty delirious right now. I just want to thank you for going through the trouble. You didn't have to help me out, but you did anyway. Don't worry about Thomas. Anyway, we had to explore the map anyway, so not a problem. Anything else when we go through? No. If I finish this weapon, science work. Okay, well, first things first, let's have a chat to... Oh, Parvati.
Caution. Unexpected turbulence may cause loose containers to topple from the upper shelves. If you are crushed to death, I'll need to find a new captain.
Oh my god, is that your sense of humor, Ada? Right. I keep on forgetting you're that type of computer. You're proving it every single moment. Oh my god. Parvati, let's have a chat.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it?
Well, it's all yours. I mean, you're the mechanic, not us, so yeah. Yeah, what do you think of the ship anyways?
That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, of course.
The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space, but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Damn right. Wait, what? Hang on, why have we just been brought... Oh, really? Ada! No intelligent, but it does good imitation. Oh dear. Apparently he's the one who actually runs the ship. Yeah, Ada, how may you not invite yourself to the conversation? I don't mind the remark, but don't drag us over to you just so we can have a conversation with you, okay? I mean, seriously, Ada.
Your user preferences have been updated, Captain. In the event we are about to crash into an asteroid, I will remain silent.
That's not what I meant!
Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was.
You're as good
he
as.
taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
Oh my god. I wish that just have this Ada speak in the background or actually facing her, you know, because we're talking to Parvati. Ada! What do you think, Parvati? Is it safe to fly down there? You've got the regulator. We'd be fixed. Parvati will be fixing you from now on. I expect your full cooperation. You know what? Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's set Ada in line for a second here. And no, we want you to tell us we're ready to an asteroid. That's not what we meant. And you are not making the rules around here. We are. So yeah, Ada, Parvati's going to be fixing you for an hour. And I expect your full cooperation. Or else.
I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
Of course he has.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Quite dangerous, but I have heard that before, believe it or not. Learn your trade from your father, sound like you taught to read. Excuse me. You learn that trade from your father? Sound like me you taught to read. Yeah, I agree.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all of my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, exactly. I don't see the humor.
He meant funny as in odd.
Oh, right.
It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
Well, that sucks. You seem pretty good. You're pretty good at this, Parvati. God. Yeah, exactly. You're actually quite good at this. You enjoy it. Yeah, I agree.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule.
Yeah.
There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
To be honest, neither did I. At the schooling part, I hated school. Yeah, almost didn't survive it, so... yeah. Don't blame you at all, Parvati, at all. So, after school, do you go straight back to Edgewater or go somewhere else?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Did you get much time? Oh yeah. So did you get much time with him when you got back from school?
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains.
Damn.
Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
No, you're good. Wow. No, it's not time moving on, Parvati. You just joined us. Damn, sorry to hear about that father. Well, you can have a brand new fresh start with us, Parvati. So, yeah, break time's over. Don't mean that in an offensive sense. Excuse me. Max? Where are you? Oh, you're probably upstairs. I still love the way they've done this. Unreliable. My God. Seriously. Oh, the unreliable. Like, my God. Is this a cleaning droid? Oh. Taking me credit for a prank. Sat wore this sign in a week before Ada noticed and pointed out to the janitorial unit. Placed in the unit, however, remains a mystery. Okay. Ada? The droid? Right, we'll come back to you then. Ah, Max, there you are.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
Only trying to understand half the things you're saying and the way you're trying to say them, Max, but apart from that... Yeah, we'd like to know a bit more about you, so give us your full story or whichever.
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, what do you mean by violently enthusiastic disposition?
That's what my parents called it.
Ah.
I grew up in a pit of a town much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
So, why are you so passionate about it?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
So, but you weren't so hang on a minute. Weren't they proud when you became a vicar at least, though?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
Okay. So, so hang on. If you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right?
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense when you put it that way. That's actually a good metaphor to use. Thanks, Max. Well, yeah, to be honest, it seems quite trusting of you to sign on without knowing much about us, really, doesn't it?
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
Well, so, yeah, actually, so what if the book doesn't have the answers you're looking for, though?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
I love a good adventure story, thrill seeker and lover of the great unknown. Not quite the overall thrill seeker. Don't mind a bit of the unknown, but good adventure story. Yeah, I'd say that's close enough. Love a good adventure story, yeah.
That's not... Let's try this again. Who are you? Where are you from?
Oh. Well, at the risk of him sort of turning against us, I'm not going to reveal too much about this Wells situation. You can find out when we have to go and talk to him, I think. If he ever finds out. Look, in that case, let's not discuss that.
You were the one who started this conversation.
True. To an extent, true. So, yeah, so where are we going to find this person that speaks French? Any specifics?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Baconu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Yeah, well, to be honest, it does sound like a serious long shot. What makes you so sure?
Oh, I'm anything but certain. But it's all I've got at the moment. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
Okay. So, how exactly is this manifest going to help us track down this scholar?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Actually, that's not bad. That actually is not bad. So, how is it that you know, some simple vicar like you becomes a highly skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Pretty good. Pretty good, I've got to say. Alright. Well, we'll head to... Well, we'll find out that... Get that manifest for you, alright? If not, let you do it yourself.
Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome. So it's... So trying to finish that tea when it's still hot. Keep from coughing my lungs out. Which would be preferable. I mean the tea, not the coughing part. Right. Let's head to the Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Oh yes, and that just reminds me, the droid thing up there, Ada? What?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
What's going on with this mechanical machine in the janitor's closet there?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Okay. Thanks.
See you soon, Captain.
Right.
Can we talk?
Just give me a second, Bhavati, just to go find out about this, this thing. Search these turns. First, excuse me, first SAM result. Do not forget, you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance automechanical in Emerald Vale's scrap heap during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get up and running with a few key modifications. I can envision a combat-capable variant, some might say. A clean, mean killing machine. Should be fun. And the second. Removal Factory Standard Part Suds Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat modified replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed. Progress setback is estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Not like I've got more pressing matters to attend to, but I do. And the third and final. I'm giving up on the delivery. The part is lost in transit. It's not turning up anytime soon. But good news. I've met a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker, who overcharged me for the information gathering the location of an acid steeper I can filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it. Oh, that must be Auntie Cleo is referring to. Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick up following this next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. Basically, us. That's it. Let's walk into the wall. That's just what we wanted, isn't it? What's up, Bhavati?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
What about her exactly?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans, she could teach me all manner of stuff.
I don't think she must help. Yeah, sure. We can head over to engineering for you. We've got a few other things to do, so we'll put it on the list.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
No. Right. Head over to the Groundbreaker. Good, that was selected. Excellent. Oh, excuse me, God. That's it. Getting the soothers. I absolutely hate it when I've got tickles in the back of my throat. Oh, it is so annoying. Don't need this on me at the moment. Hey, Jane.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by.
Thanks.
Nope.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.
Wonderful. Let's pop down here quickly. Nothing to see here.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick, I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little Back Bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Well, that was interesting. Hey, Felix. What's up?
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Notice you're in a bit of an argument there, just there.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
Why? So, what happened exactly? Let's hear your side.
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
Let me guess. So, you defended the honor of your team, I'm guessing?
Exactly. I was only doing what any self-respecting Rangers fan would have done. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a Back Bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Pretty much. So, got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Oh, you mean that big ship that just came on? What, you want to join the crew or something? Well, yeah, Yeah, well, I'm the current captain of the Unreliable.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama.
Sure.
Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
So, we never caught your name. We're Blue Knight. What's your full name, Felix?
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
See you around, Felix.
See you around, boss.
Ooh, boss. I get the feeling he's going to be a crew member at some point. Oh, I'm so I have to go looting. I have got to go looting. You two back off,
Sure.
please. Anything else? Just having a look around, Mardet. God, that was close. Oh my god, that was close. And I grabbed this stupid thing. Screw it. I can always sell it. Holy crap, that was seriously close. Actually, we could bugger off. I'll wander around. What's around here? Whoa, whoa, yes, 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 yes. Oh. There, no one up there, no, not there, no one up there. Ah, ID cartridge. You found an ID cartridge used with the holographic shroud. Excuse me. You'll now be automatically disguised and entering associated restricted area. Okay. Interesting. Oh my god, literally one right there. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. God, could I have eyes in the back of my bloody head here. Good God. That guy sodded off? Oh, unfortunately not. Actually, gives me an idea. If I can pull this off. Oh, hell yes! Oh, nice! Woohoo! Oh, that's so tempting! But I won't. I'm not gonna risk that. Alright, I'll tell you what, we'll take a break here, and we come back when we're going to head, I'm probably going to just head through customs and head into the Groundbreaker, so I'll see you shortly.